In a graveyard north of Tel Aviv, Israelis bury a Marine commando, one of 12 blown apart in a failed raid on a Lebanese guerrilla headquarters, and one of 39 Israeli soldiers killed in southern Lebanon this year. Here, the calls for a troop withdrawal from the so-called security zone have never been louder, each death adding to a sense the Jewish state has stumbled into its own version of Vietnam. It would be barely 2 hours' drive north if only you could drive it. Another cemetery, this one in Lebanon. Mohammed took his father's name because he was born on the day his father died. The day last year, Mohammed Mrua, father of 6, told his wife he had work to do, took his Hezbollah weapons and joined a daring raid on an Israeli position inside the security zone.
زوجي كان من الناس الأبيين الشرفاء اللي بخافوا على الوطن. كان من الناس اللي ما شدوا للدنيا لا بيت ولا زوجي ولا أولاد مقابل إنه يخلص من إسرائيل.
Here, among the headstones of Lebanon's martyrs, some call them terrorists, death, for all its sadness, is a triumph.
بحب أقول إنه نحن كشعب عام بأيد حزب الله إله نصر إله فخر بأنه مستمر مع حزب الله، لأنه الشهيد بحزب الله هو حي، وعائلة الشهيد هي عائلة عايشة حياة سعيدة، حياة مرتاحة.
Nabatea, the Mrua family's hometown, has long suffered the bloodshed that comes from being on the edge of the security zone. Here, there's fierce support for the family of the martyr and the party leading the Islamic resistance, Hezbollah. A former teacher, Nazik sends her children to a school built with money from Iran and run by Hezbollah. As the wife of a martyr, she pays no school fees. Here, 10-year-old Mariam Mrua knows she is a special child, the daughter of a martyr.
كان يلعبنا ويطلعنا على ظهره ويحطنا على اللمبة يعلقنا بالحديدات ويمرجحنا.
هاي تقسيمات الورد أول شيء، وعندنا الخطوط اللي بتيجي من هون اللي هي خطوط وهمية.
أول شيء بدي أعلمه يعني لأقصى درجات العلم، لأنه الإنسان بالعلم بيتغلب. بعدين ببدأ بعلمه من خلال علمه الحالي، العلم اللي بنقول له نحن علم تربوي، نبدأ نعلمه علم مقاومة، يعني كيف يستخدم علمه ضد إسرائيل. مشان يكون جرأتنا بالرسم كبيرة.
Directly across from Nabatea is the Israeli army. In between Lebanese villages inside the security zone Israel occupies at such a high cost. These young conscripts sing, half tongue-in-cheek, about serving for the Middle East's most advanced defence force on its most dangerous assignment. Tonight, the soldiers' regular training exercise turns to a real alert when something trips the post's perimeter warning system. It has all the toys of war, but on the Lebanon border, Israel's army is easily spooked.
Guerrillas are very difficult to fight. This is why we have to be so creative, so wise, so delicate. They are very brutal, they are very bitter, they're very dangerous, and we have to fight them. We have to fight them in order to protect our lives.
The alert turns out to be a false alarm. Like so much of its work in Lebanon, Israel is left boxing its shadows. It's the security zone's northern bases that form the front line against Hezbollah. We joined this supply convoy into the zone to see one of these bases. And here, even the convoys can become death traps. Last year, Hezbollah ambushed another supply column. The deadly result, captured by a Hezbollah cameraman for broadcast on Hezbollah's own TV station in Lebanon. Indeed, we arrived at the base just days after 5 Israeli soldiers had died in a fire started during a battle with Hezbollah.
We know it wasn't these 5 soldiers, could be one of the civilians in Israel. In one of the biggest cities in Israel, Kiryat Shmona, or here in Area or something like that.
Better 5 soldiers die than an Israeli civilian.
Yeah, because this is the reason that we are here, to give us security for these civilians people.
I think my mother is very concerned, but she doesn't know exactly what I've been through, what I'm doing. I'm trying to keep them as less concerned as I can, but I think they are concerned. Most of the people, most of the soldiers here have their parents to concern about them.
ולא לימור לבלת היא זו שתגיד לי אם לדאוג או לצעוק או לכבוד את דעתי. אנחנו היינו כל הזמן אותם האימהות שסבלנו בשקט. הגיע הזמן להוריד את המחסום, לצאת לרחוב ולצעוק בכל הכוח. וזאת הזכות שלנו.
Tonight, the increasingly vocal and growing protest movement against the security zone meets at the Tel Aviv home of Linda and Sam Ben-Zvi, whose son has just finished serving in southern Lebanon. Tens of thousands of Israelis, including several key cabinet ministers, now want their country to withdraw.
But we no longer want to be put in the position where we have to send our sons off to a meaningless war.
Israeli TV crosses live as part of a debate on the policy of guarding northern Israel with troops in southern Lebanon. Efrat Spiegel's son died in Lebanon.
Because this is not a solution. Because a blood of a soldier is not red more than a blood of other one. He is a child of like every other child.
It's wrong for us to be there. It's useless for us to be there. It serves no purpose. and we need to pull out. So no, I'm not a trader, really.
There's another view of the Lebanon border problem, which says the solution isn't in ending or extending the security zone. In fact, the solution isn't in Lebanon. It's here, on the strategic plateau that overlooks Jordan, Syria and Israel. Israeli troops have held the Golan Heights for 30 years. Syria wants the land back, badly. And some believe if Syria and Israel can compromise over the Golan, then the Lebanon problem will unravel.
Well, definitely Iran is the major motivator of Hezbollah. Syria has to agree that Hezbollah continues its activities from Lebanon, and the Lebanese government has no say whatsoever.
On the Golan Heights, Israel's famed Givati unit trains in the lead up to another 3-month rotation in the security zone. As leverage to get back the Golan, Syria reportedly allows about 3 jumbo jet loads of weaponry a month to pass from Iran to Hezbollah. In return for this land, Syria might cut the supply line, crippling Hezbollah and allowing Israeli troops to withdraw from southern Lebanon. But there are those who insist even if Israel pulls out, Hezbollah will continue fighting.
If we will withdraw today from South Lebanon, from the security zone, then the terror activities inside Kiryat Shimona and Manara and Nahariya will be 10 times worse than what they are today.
In scrub, on the slopes directly under the Israeli lookouts, is a Hezbollah unit. There are no guitars here, just 4 men armed with the latest weaponry and trained to use it. Abu Jaffa is the unit commander. He knows if his unit's position is discovered, the Israelis might well shell the area, so our meeting needs to be quick.
Have you ever killed somebody from an opposing force?
كان لي شرف أن أقتل إسرائيلي.
Abu Jaffa is serious about the business of killing and being killed.
يعني أنا عم بدعي الله ليل ونهار إني موت أنا ولابس عسكري أول شيء.
It's this commitment Israel must judge. If it leaves southern Lebanon, will Abu Jaffa and his men stop shooting? The border is the issue now, but you get the feeling if there's a war beyond the border, Abu Jaffa will fight it.
هلا أهمنا هلا نطلع إسرائيل من لبنان. هلا بعدين شو بصير ما بنعرف. بس هلا لازم نطلع إسرائيل من لبنان.
For Abu Jaffa and his men to stop fighting, the decisions of one man are crucial, the military leader of Hezbollah. His headquarters are hidden in Beirut's mainly Muslim southern suburbs, and getting to him is no easy matter. The first part of the journey is an unnerving ride in the back of a blacked-out Mercedes. Our pistol-carrying escorts drive us 10 minutes to a garage, wait in darkness for 10 minutes, and drive us to another garage. You'd almost laugh at this subterfuge if you didn't know that the last Hezbollah leader died when an Israeli helicopter gunship blew apart his car.
Mr. Nasrallah, nice to meet you.
Hezbollah doesn't give out the address of his replacement, Saeed Hassan Nasrallah.
يدعمون ويؤيدون هذه المقاومة. إذا مصدر قوة هذه المقاومة هو جهادها وصدقها وتضحيات أبنائها والتفاف الشعب اللبناني حولها، وأي شيء آخر لا يضير هذه المقاومة بشيء.
Here, at least, the war isn't simply to get rid of an invader in Lebanon, it's to get rid of the Jewish state.
طالما أن الإسرائيليين على أرضنا نحن نقاتلهم. عندما يخرجون من أرضنا نحن لسنا جهة معنية أن تقدم ضمانات للإسرائيليين. المقاومة تقاتل لإزالة الاحتلال، ليست هي الجهة المعنية بتقديم ضمانات للإسرائيليين. نحن نقول على الإسرائيليين أن يخرجوا.
But it's the guarantee Israel needs that if it withdrew, Hezbollah would stop at the border, and Hassan Nasrallah won't give it. The soldiers' funeral in Israel is now commonplace. Today they bury a Jewish soldier of Ethiopian descent. Each death weakens public commitment to the zone, while deaths across the border just add to the enemy's anger and zeal. But Israelis fear an early withdrawal from Lebanon would simply shift the guerrilla war south across the border. After 12 years, Israel is all but trapped in the security zone until its longtime enemy, Syria, chooses to clear a way out.